And it was really easy. It was stress-free. It was totally child-led. And every child is so different. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is April. I have a 2-year-old son named Martin, and on my channel you can typically find a lot of motherhood, a lot of lifestyle. We live in Nashville, so we share a lot about Nashville, when we're allowed to go places. But I hope you consider subscribing. Today's video is gonna be like the most random video ever and interesting at the same time. But yeah, I'm gonna share with you how I accidentally potty trained my child. I didn't really intend on potty training him when we started this journey. I just kind of was like rolling the dice and seeing where we were gonna go, and we ended up potty training him. And it was really easy. It was stress-free. It was totally child-led, and it was not at all what I thought I was gonna be doing to potty training him. So I'll first start off with what I thought I was gonna do. I bought this book, loved this book, read it twice. It gave me a lot of great information. It gave me a lot of tools and some guidance, and I do not regret buying this or regret reading this at all. It was a great book, easy to read, and a lot of great tips, even though I did not use this method at all. I still feel that it was a valuable tool in the process. While we're talking about tools, I also purchased a potty seat to go over the top of the toilet. I'll try and link everything that I used down in the description. I bought that at TJ Maxx, so I might not be able to link the exact same one, but I'm sure I can find one that's similar. And I also, my dad purchased a little potty. It looks just like a regular toilet, but it's mini and it actually flushes. And then we have a bunch of books, which I will be sharing in a little bit. So the way we very first started was we decided to introduce the potty and start the potty conversation with Martin at a very young age. We started around 18 months. We just started reading more books. We started taking him in the bathroom when we went to the bathroom. We started opening up the conversation of pee-pee goes in the potty, poo-poo goes in the potty, and just kind of left it at that for a while. And right at 2 years old, we started taking him to the potty. Before nap, we would take him to the potty and he would sit there, and if he went, great. If he didn't, okay, well, we tried. And it would always be a positive experience. We would read books on the potty, we would sing songs. If he went, it was like a huge party. And in the beginning, he was going poop on the potty every day before nap. And it was a huge deal. And then occasionally he would go pee. And then we started adding in, after a week of just doing before nap, we started adding in before bath. We would sit him on the potty while I was getting the bath ready. Same thing, if he went, great, big party. If he didn't, no big deal. Always, we kept everything always positive. And then after a little more time, I would just ask him occasionally, do you want to go sit on the potty? And if he said yes, okay, we go, we sit on the potty, we read some stories. If he goes, party time. If he doesn't, no big deal. And we kept doing that for a while. After about 2 months of doing that, we decided that it was time to get him some big boy undies. And so we got him some underwear of his favorite characters that he absolutely loves. We got the PJ Masks. We've got Mickey Mouse. We've got more little boy chonies than I've ever owned in my entire life. It's kind of ridiculous. But I asked him if he wanted to wear them, and he said yes. And so, okay. you gotta keep these dry, you gotta keep these clean. And I said, poo-poo and pee-pee goes in the potty. We don't go in our undies. And so then we kind of just started doing that. And he had a few accidents, but like nothing major. And then I just started taking him to the potty more and more throughout the day. I would just be like, okay, time to go potty, let's go. And then he started going on it very regularly. And he was not having very many accidents at all, maybe one a day. And he just like really grasped the concept really, really well. And then we hit a roadblock. He all of a sudden was afraid to go poop on the potty. Terrified. Didn't want to go poop on the potty at all. And so we decided that we needed to keep this a very positive thing. And we started giving rewards for any time he went to the bathroom. He would get an M&M for going pee-pee, and then he would get a lollipop for going poo-poo. And he still did not want to go at all. He just didn't. He started going at nap time while he was sleeping. And he'd be like, no, 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 no. And like it was becoming a fear thing. So we got this book. Where's the poop? Did I ever think I would buy a book to read to my child on poop? No, not at all. But it's amazing. It's got little flaps, you find the poop. It's got other little flaps that have like silly little things like birds and giraffes. And at the very end, after you go through all the animals, there's a little boy and his poop in the potty. And then, oops, he ripped off one of the flaps. And then there's a little girl, says, excuse me, I'm going poop, close the door. And he loves this book. He thinks it's great. He likes finding the poop. And that in combination with, this might be TMI, but showing him that mommy and daddy go poo-poo on the potty. Letting him see us sitting there and going, and then what's in the potty, and then flush it and wave goodbye. We'd also wave bye to the poo-poo and to the pee-pee. And those, I believe that this book in combination with showing him that we do it really truly helped, because he started going on the potty. And then he got a lollipop. So it was just like party. And I don't know if one variable worked more than the other, but that's what we did and that's what worked for him. And every child is so different. Like your child might be motivated by something else, but this is just what we did, what worked for us. And while we were doing this, we still were allowed to like go out into the world. So I would still put him in a pull-up when we would leave the house, and he would always keep it dry. Always. Even times where I'm like, oh man, this is for sure gonna be wet. Because like we were driving for a while or we just didn't go. He would always be dry. And then we started getting to the point where it was me always taking him to go potty and him never telling me when he had to go. And so we bribed the child. I'm not above bribing a child to go potty, I guess. I never thought I would do it, but I did it. So I bribed him. I said, if you start telling mommy that you need to go pee-pee or poo-poo and you go on the potty, you need to tell me before you have to go, I will buy you a Woody doll. He loves Toy Story. It worked. He started telling me. And he started telling me, and then he got a Woody and he's so excited. Now he does think that he's gonna get more toys for telling me when he goes pee-pee and poo-poo. But he's doing great and we haven't had a regression. I know that he could regress, but as of right now, I can confidently say that he is potty trained. He will have a very, very occasional accident, but we now take him out of the house in big boy undies and He does great. If we are gonna go on a longer car ride, I do put him in a pull-up just because if he says he has to go potty, like he needs to go. Like he needs to go that second. And if we can't pull over right away, I don't know if he would hold it. There's been times where we have been on a walk and we have had to just like, whoop, good thing you're a little boy, go ahead and go. And I don't know if this method is right. This is not even what I intended on doing at all, but this is what we did, and he's not in diapers anymore. He still wears a pull-up when he naps and when he sleeps at night, but his nap pull-up has been dry for about a week now. I'm not gonna drop that nap time pull-up until he says he's ready. After this kind of like started rolling, I did do a little research into child-led potty training, and that's kind of basically what we accidentally did. And I will also say that Martin, before all this social distancing, was around a lot of children that were already potty trained. And the girls at the Y, where I would go to the gym, they were amazing with taking him to go potty. So he had so much support and so many peers that were already potty trained that I think that had a big impact on his process. But now I am gonna share with you guys some of the books that we purchased. We have a lot of potty books in this house, and which ones are my favorite and which ones are just like, that's whatever. So the first one, you guys know I'm a fan of these books, but Diapers Are Not Forever. We have The Hands Are Not for Hitting and we have The Teeth Are Not for Biting. I love these books. I think this one is great, but the other two are way better than this one. The Hands Are Not for Hitting and The Teeth Are Not for Biting are like A+, phenomenal, amazing, amazing books. Highly recommend them. This one, we could live without, but it's still really cute and it's really good. It's just it doesn't flow as well as the other two, if that makes sense. A lot of times when I'm reading this, I'll just make up my own words because I don't like the wording on the pages. The next one, this one, Martin loves, 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 loves. Potty All-Star. It's so cute. They refer to the potty as if it's like the basketball hoop and the parents are the coaches, and it turns going to the potty into like such a game and makes it so fun. He loves this book. I love reading this book. It's a great book. Thomas Potty Book. This is one of his favorites. He loves it. He loves the kids in it. There's like real kids, and so he loves anything with like real kids, and I think it just helps him identify that his peers are doing this as well, and so he should be doing this, and he loved it. This one is both of our favorites. Like, this book is so cute, and I love that it's a prince. The Prince and the Pea. This book is so fun to read. It is so cute, and I love that it's a prince. There's so many books geared towards girls and princesses and castles and all of that, but I have never seen one geared more towards little boys, and this book is just so good. It's fun to read, it's humorous, you gotta check it out. If you're only gonna buy one of these books for your little boy, I would buy this one. If they're having trouble going poop, this one. But this one's more fun for me. This one, it's about poop. There's one other book that we have had since Martin was like a newborn, and it's in his room. I will put a little picture of it right here. It just says Potty. There's not a lot of words in it, and Martin has always loved that one. Always, always, always. It's been one of his favorites, and I genuinely think that potty training was so easy for us because he was just interested in it. I think that because we didn't like force it upon him, we just kind of like waited for him to be interested in it and went with it when he was. Every time there was like a new progression in his potty training, I would look at my husband and be like, are we doing this? Are we really doing this? And he'd be like, oh, I don't know. And then I'm like, okay, let's just keep rolling with it. And then he got excited about it and it just kept going. And finally one day I was like, we gotta get underwear. Like, he's ready. And then I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. But it worked, and that's what we did, and that's how it happened, and I can't believe it. So I will say Martin was potty trained at 2 years and 4 months during the day. Still not potty trained at night or nap, but that could take a while, and I'm not too worried about it, honestly. I'm so proud of him. I am so proud of him in this process. He is such a big boy. I was not ready. I feel like when the diapers are gone, the baby is gone. And I wasn't ready for that. But I'm so proud of him. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped any of you who are on a potty training journey. And I don't believe that there is any right or wrong way. I believe every child is different. Every child has different needs. And every child needs a different approach to parenting. I am not the type of parent I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be such a planner and such a, we're going to do this by this time and this by that time. But since Martin was born, I kind of just roll with the punches. And we're kind of doing child-led everything around here. And I never thought I would do that. Obviously, I am still the parent. And there are still rules in our house. But as far as like potty training and things like that, I'm taking his cues and doing what I feel is best based on those cues. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. If you guys have any questions or want further details on what I did, because this was kind of just like a broad overview, let me know in the comments. Feel free to email me, DM me on Instagram. All of that information is down in the description. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you're new, consider subscribing, hitting the bell next to it for notifications so you don't miss out on all of my videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.